Hello and welcome everyone to another video of Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Gridania running on the Lizzardizzle build of the Ioncannon's Project Meteor server. This quest still has some in-progress link pearl messages, but it won't ruin the playthrough at all. And the quest is a lot shorter than the last one we did. So let's get started with Whispers of the Wood. Look to be getting the hang of how things work around here. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you have half a mind to stay a while. So let me share a bit of knowledge with you. Many think the recent influx of adventurers we've seen here is a result of the elementals of the Twelvewood calling out to you. Whether it's the proximity to Gollum-occupied Alamigo or the Beast Tribes, or the damned icons that prompted them, none can say. What we do know is that the wood is allowing more and more intrusions. This latest breaking of the hedge is no isolated incident. With the spirits beckoning so many and the hedge in disarray, I can't help but think it's all an omen of some sort. Hello, it seems a moon since last time, but the saviors of the forest have finally returned. And so you have. Come, please be welcome. What brings the two of you here? You still have yet to undergo the purification rites. Surely you don't mean to employ an adventurer before seeing to your own cleansing. Oh, never mind all that nonsense. But speaking of adventurers, have any come around speaking and waging war on the Empire? I'm sorry, come again? God, Yetta, you're a woman grown and that is how you go about broaching a subject? Have you no tact at all? An innocent enough question. You just caught me off guard, that's all. Anyways, it's not as if I'm averse in answering. No, I've seen no such souls, and even if I had, I'd not allow their warmongering to my establishment. The conjurers teach us the elementals of the Twelvewood are no instruments of war, and no attempt shall be made to use them as such against the Empire. I expected as much. I fear we have been fed false information then. Oh, and what information is that? That Gridania is indeed making preparations for war with the Garlings. Crime, what is it? You two, why are you here? What are you doing in Gridania? You made everyone think you were here sent for by the elementals, but you're just here to do something bad. Matters, crime. Whatever's the matter? It was not these two who brought down the hedge. The Mughals themselves vouched for them. You apologize right now. I've heard it all about them being summoned by the forest. Well, if it's true, what did the elementals ask you to do? Go on, tell us. What did they want? Well, it's not that simple, lad. You see, we aren't entirely sure. They didn't ask anything. See, they're just trying to fool everyone. They're liars. But you haven't fooled me. I know what you're up to. And if you know what's good for you, you'll get out of Gridania right now. What was that all about? I am sorry for that. You must forgive him. Crime is a good boy, normally. I cannot for the life of me imagine what's come over him. Do you know where we might find young Crime? He lives over at the Oak Atrium. But please, do not read too much into what he said. He is only a child, after all. True enough. Still, I would like to leave things as they are. I think it best that we go and have a word with him. We'll show him what it means to cross the saviors of the wood. Come, Papalymo. Oh, don't be so full of yourself, Yetta. Yetta, come back here. Yetta! The will of the elementals, I wonder. You know Moogle speak. Perhaps you can discover something of what the wood is thinking. First things first, you got to purge yourself of that wood sin, lest the green wrath find you. Ah yes, that reminds me of your purification mass. But the festival should be finished by now. Pay a visit to the Oak Atrium and speak to the Carpenters. Yeah, enough of that all nonsense. So, I don't think I have a... Yeah, so ignore the link pearl message. I think that's what's carried over to the last quest. So it should override itself when I get an actual link pearl message from this quest. So we gotta go to the Carpenter's Guild. And I added some gear to my character, and this build is a little bit weirder with the gear, because I think for some reason this build doesn't start you off with the default holding like the main build does. So if I were to remove the chest piece, the whole character's body would just disappear, and it just looks funny. And then I'm pretty sure you could probably play the game with just a floating head if you really wanted to. Okay, so here's the Carpenter's Guild. Oh, let's I don't know why it does this. Get the name of all the NPCs. And I'm not gonna try to pronounce her name, so we're just gonna go right into the cutscene. Welcome to the Oak Atrium. Services all of your timber needs, from toothpicks to trebuchets, weapons, furniture, tools. If you can name it, we carpenters can make it. We also train aspiring woodworkers in all manner of carpentry, from basic log handling techniques to advanced carving and joinery. Even lay adventurers such as yourself is always welcome to join our guild. And there's no need for concern if your fingers are somewhat less than dexterous. With proper training, your skills will grow over time and surely as the trees themselves. Ah, there you are, Slurp. I was wondering when you would arrive. Our mass for the purification rite is nearly finished. Come on, try it on to test the fit. Is there some problem? I assume Fufucha has explained everything. The purification rite is kind of, well, transference is what the conjurers call it, you see. Dancing in the name of the elementals expunges woodsin by transferring it to the dancer's mass and binding it there, magically. They say you were attacked by a Trent, so I imagine you got quite a bit of woodsin about you. That is why we fashioned this mask for you. Please, try it on. I just turn into like Jim Carrey in the mask. Perfect, of course. I only hope it serves its purpose as well as it fits. Ah, forgive me. I did not mean to give you cause for concern. I was just reminded of another purification mask we kept enshrined here at the atrium, like this one, but much older. It failed us once. Ah, hello there, Fi. Where have you... Fi, where are you off in the Twellswood again? How many times must I tell you? I doubt even the Moogles could restore that mass power. Have you seen crime? Outside at play, I imagine. Ah, my apologies, Slurp. I forgot my manners. I should have introduced you, but Vi can be quite shy around strangers. Seen her in the wood before, you say. What's that? A message from a Moogle? Well, that certainly warrants an introduction. Go along and tell her that. She has gone to the acorn orchard just outside. And then I think this is in this private area. I had to nudge out. I tried to get the door to open here, but because my thinking with this, because this is supposed to open, I thought I could just take the door opener from the main public area, then spawn it in this private area here, or private instance. But it didn't work, so it's kind of strange. There were supposed to be a lot more NPCs out here, which it wouldn't be too difficult to spawn them in. Give it up, I've been trying to tell you. It doesn't matter how much you look. My parents and your brother are gone. Do you hear me? God. Why are you saying that? The wood dwellers said they saw them. Do you really think your Dustin was turned into a wildling? I don't want to, but I don't know what to think. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm making a mask now, too. A purification mask. If I make a really good one, I might be able to save Dustin. Just like the Zezakuta was saying. You make it sound like the elementals even exist. Hey. You used to believe in elementals too, just like everyone else. Why are you talking like this now? What is it, Crime? What are you hiding? You can tell me. Wait, Crime. Crime. She's still talking. Wait, Crime, I haven't finished my dialogue. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be a lot more of the kids around here, but it's actually not too hard to spawn them in. Probably the hardest part is actually researching where exactly they stand. Who are you? Slurp, you're an inventor, aren't you? I can tell. My name's Fi. A message for me from the Moogle? You can speak to the Moogles? So there wasn't anything wrong with the mask after all. But wait, I don't understand. Everyone blamed for the failure of the mask by turning Crime's parents and my brother into wildlings. That was why they couldn't get rid of their wood sin. That's what I thought, too. Could you do me a favor, Slurp? If you see another Moogle in the forest, could you ask it for something? Could you ask it something for me? I need to know if there's any way to get back a person who's been taken by the wood. I need to know if a wildling can be saved. You have my sincere apologies. I will have to talk with Crime about it, I promise you. We foster many of the city's orphan children here, and Crime is, well, as he always been a strong-willed child. His parents fell victim to the green wrath and have been lost ever since. I cannot imagine how hard it must be for him. And the worst part of it all, he doesn't know why. That must only add to the pain. Still, it does not excuse the manner in which he spoke to you, or his accusations. The boy's anger leads him to do things, blaspheming the elementals, quarreling with the other children. I only wish there was some way to guide him. His parents. Why weren't they purified in this rite of yours before going to the wood? Oh, but they were. All saw that they were. A large ceremony took place not long ago. Before they disappeared, scarcely a soul in the city was not present. But the mass used that day, it failed to cleanse them. For whatever reason, failed to take on their wood sin. Wasn't aware of such thing could happen. Tell me, is it possible that same thing could happen to us or anyone? No, we are creating new masks for you. Brother Asumi has assured us that the mask in question was old, worn with age and use. Its powers faded. And besides, what does not become a wildling without doing something to wake the green wrath? Crime's parents, Sagruta and Ona, and Phi's brother, Dustin. They're among Gridania's finest warriors. They all fought nobly against the Garlings occupying Alamigo. A necessary evil, I suppose, but all the violence doubtless served to compound their wood sin. They must have been very brave souls. We shan't keep you any longer, Zezakuta, and we look forward to seeing you again at the festival. Wildlings claimed by the wood, is it? This I should very much like to see. I'm sorry, where was I? Ah, yes, in the past. I mean, the mask. I'll be sure to give it to you before the ceremony. These are holy relics, so we must see to it that they are properly cleansed and handled with due reverence prior to use. Okay, let's see if we got any... Okay, here we go. So, yeah, so I think this is, I don't think this dialogue here with the League Pearl is accurate. I think it's, just kind of set there just to get it working. But Miona says, give it up. I've been trying to tell you. It doesn't matter how much you look. My parents and your brother are gone. Do you hear me? Gone. Apparently my brother's gone. He left. What are you talking about, Mione? I think we picked up on a conversation we weren't supposed to have. Okay, to the Botanist Guild. So yeah, like the other night I was figuring out how maybe I can just go through the current quest and see what I can do, because I'm still having trouble decompiling, trying to figure out how to decompile the Lua files in the client so that I can actually work on the MSQs. I kind of just decided to work on some of the quests that already exist, and Yeah, so the last quest we did, I was able to set the spawn points of the Conjurer's Guild, like how the characters are all set in a line. I was able to get them all in their spots. And the Lancers Guild, I even changed some of the music around to fit, like, at least a video I was seeing from retail, so it's actually really cool now. I can even go back into the Limsa quest and fix all those NPCs that were just spawned in one area. Like I said, the difficulty with character spawning is finding out exactly where they are placed. There's only so much material out there like you can go off of. Some people say the elementals aren't even real. Shut up, shut up, shut up. You shouldn't say things like that. What are you on about? Of course they're real. You tell them, pal, but wait. How do you know? If they weren't real, how would we all know about the forest? Grown-ups, learn the stuff from the elementals. You don't have to believe in them, or else they'll come and take you away and make you a wildling, and you'll have to wander the forest forever. Oh, look, it's Slurp. Slurp saw a Moogle in the forest and asked her to give a message to Fi. Really? I see her in the forest sometimes too, and I hear the grown-ups talking about her. They say Fi is sad because the elementals are real. Shush now, children. Brother Asumi has come to visit, so be on your best behavior. That is how Fufuja sounds. I believe you were just talking about Fi, were you not? That's right. Slurp talked to her in the wood. Hey, she spoke to you? Twuz was ill at ease now. The elementals are frightened. There are many outsiders, the wildlings besides. Hang on a second, I gotta skip my dialogue first. Pray tell me, Slurp. Did Fi ask you of anything? I see, so she wished to ask the Moogles if the wildling can be returned to the forest grass. We have to find the Moogles. Yeah, the Moogles know everything. Bocha, pray. Have you any pearl clover fruits? Begging your pardon, Brother Asumi, but no. We handed them all over to the Woodwiller to use on their rangings. That is unfortunate. Well, I fear we shall simply have to impose on good Slurp here to find some for us. Your map, if I may. There you go, my dirty map. Pearl clover fruits tend to be easily found around here. Our dear Moogles have known a penchant for these pearl clover fruits, you see. The promise of them may be our best chance of luring the Moogles out from hiding. But you must be careful not to enter the deep wood. Woods have yet to be purged. Venture too far, and the green rats will find you. Go now, and be wary. Alright, so I believe now we gotta go to Bed Branch to get to the area. Yep, so gotta go outside. Like, damn, Fufujo, what happened to your voice? Turn my character's name off. It's always like, it's kind of funny, like going through this game and then loading up, because the interface here is kind of more like there's less on the screen, but then when I log into 2.0, my screen is just filled with UI. I'm just like, oh god, what happened? I've still yet to get my weapon upgrade to fight the fire guy in the current MSQ. Hopefully I can find some time this week to... I'm just gonna be lazy. I'm just gonna save up gil and just buy a weapon off the market. It's like, pretty much I just want to get through the main story and I can worry about the other stuff after that. That's just kind of how I play, like, games. It's like, I'll do the main story, then I'll do all the side stuff after that. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm going the right way. Yep. Change the weather. Oop. Oh, I'm on 8007, I believe. Yep, there we go. I also had so going back to how I was explaining about the gear in the main build, I was just thinking it'd be funny. I'm gonna have to try it sometime this week, but see if I could just have a floating head in the cutscene. If I take all the armor off, 'cause, like, maybe I can do it without, like I could show you what I mean. Yeah, so my character doesn't have a body when I take off the chest piece. It's like, it doesn't have the default clothing underneath it. So I'm wondering if it's possible that I could be in a cutscene, but it just be a floating head. I'm gonna have to try that later and see how it looks. That's the real curse of the Woodson. With a sparkly light. It's a Moogle. I'd have a nibble of that pearl clover fruit, Kupo. Just a wee nibble. Thank you, and thank you again. Such a nice adventure. What is your name? Slurp. A fine name. Thank you. Splendid and fine. And are you, hey, you understand what I'm saying, Kupo. Save a wildling? You mean one taken with the green wrath? Kupo, taken and claimed? Oh, I shouldn't bother the elementals, but you did share your delicious fruit. Very well, come along, Kupo. No sense in dallying. We'll go and ask the ancient trees, ancient and old. Let's see here. Where is that damn tree? Not that tree, Kupo, see? It's been wounded. A bad child took an axe to it. A very bad child. Oh no, now I'm in the past. I've been had by the Moogle. Who are you? An adventurer by the looks of it, and not much of one. I don't need your help. Leave me be. What the Kupo do you think you're doing? This tree's elemental is furious. An axe in the wood? Cease and desist, Kupo. Cease and desist. You understand what it's saying? Then tell me that little runt something for Then tell that little runt something for me. Tell it I'm going to prove that the elementals aren't real. But they are real, Kupo. Whatever did he get the silly idea like that? Tell him they're real. It's saying they do exist, right? Nothing but lies. I know for a fact I saw them. My parents, Spine's brother, and all the rest, I saw them. All of them. They were living in the forest together, hiding. All the stories about the green rats and wildlings, they were all there. They were all lies. Does he mean the people staying at the ruins, Kupo? The rocky, stony ruins? I tried to tell everyone that I saw them, but nobody listened to me. They just ignored me and kept on thinking they were wildlings. They believe anything if you want. They believe anything if you want the elementals did it. And they won't even look because they say it's taboo. Instead, they wonder what they must have done to be claimed by the forest. But they never did anything to hurt the wood. All they did was abandon us, me and Phi, and all the other children. Hey, you in there, stupid bloody elemental. Come out and show me your green wrath. Show me your green wrath. I don't know what's going on, Kupo, but the elementals are real, and they do whatever they must to protect the forest. This is bad, Kupo. Very, very bad. Let's try and talk to the elementals. Let's try and make things right. And now we're in the present. Where were we, Kupo? I thought we were in the past, now in the present? The echo is very strange in this world. Ah, yes. Tell me this wildling's name. The one you wish to save, rescue, and save. Dustin, is it? Other to one named Phi. Why, Kupo? Ah, truly, Kupo. What's that, Kupo? Yes, Cleansing a wildling is not easily done, Kupo. The conjurers must perform their cleansings, purges and cleanses, rituals and rites. But there's more. The elementals have something to ask of you, as well. Tell the hero girl, the one named Phi, to stop wandering the wood, Kupo. Do you know what they're talking about, Kupo? Well, it matters not. It has already been asked, and now, if you'll excuse me, the dialogue thing cut out. Okay, so he says, and now, if you'll excuse me, there are countless tasks to which I must attend, Kupo. So, I believe this... Yeah, so this Link Pearl hasn't been set yet. Journal. And then, yep, gotta make our way back to the... Make our way back to the Botanist Guild. Okay, let's talk to Rogated dude again. You must be the adventurer Fufuja spoke of. You say you came across another Moogle? Oh, that was Fufuja talking there. They're capricious a lot, and gaining an audience with them is notoriously tricky. You have an air of luck about you. That you do. Tell me, were you able to inquire about the wildlings? What did you learn? I feared as much. Only a fool would imagine quelling the green rat to be a simple task. Further, assuming he suspected as much as well. But perhaps he thought you would be able to accomplish something extraordinary. You are one of the few who have befriended Phi, after all, and that is no small task. What? What did you just say? And what did the camera just do? The elementals asked you to talk to Phi. They asked you. But that would mean you are one of those beckoned by the forest, by the elementals. Your being here is no coincidence. What? But what could it all mean? The conjurers must be told of this immediately. Okay, let's see if this... Okay. So, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but we're going to read it anyways. You know what it says? We shan't keep you any longer, that's the Kuta. And we look forward to seeing you again at the festival. Wildlings came to the wood, is it? This I should very much like to see. I'm sorry, where was I? Ah, yes, the mask. I will be sure to give it to you before the ceremony. Seems like this one might be legit. Okay, so... Leave the Hunters Guild. Oh no, we got to go to the Archers Guild. So I was gonna start working on some side quests, but the main problem with doing side quests is like, I mean, just like working on like the code and stuff. Most of it requires combat right now. So the side quests I might actually just lead. Oh, we just crashed. Okay, so that was strange. The game crashed. It's not the first time that it's happened. It just, yeah, it doesn't happen at that specific spot, but for some reason the game actually just randomly crashes. But I was able to set where we left off fairly quickly, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So we're actually on our way to the Archers Guild. Yeah, some stuff like that happens on like the main build. It's not often, but it does happen. I think what really happened was my character had too much woodson, and the game just decided I can't handle all this woodson with this character, and then it just... Oh, that's it's a shop area. I was like, wait, I don't remember there being two paths branching off. Just confusing myself now. Oh, and oh, I have to reset the... Reset the character names. Okay, let's talk to the archers. The will of the Archers Guild is that the elementals, too, punish all who would visit to harm upon the wood. Join our ranks, adventurer. In return for your service, you shall learn the ways of the bell. What say you? Come again, Slurp? So you are. You may enter. Like, so you are. You're the one person in Eorzea with that name. Even you don't know. I fear I do not. The elementals are in great unrest. Their voices have been hurried, their whispers unintelligible. The Muggles do all in their power to soothe them, but they are in the grip of a great terror. Ah, it is good of you to come, Slurp. We meet at last. I am Luwin, Guildmaster here. I run as a rebel of the Chocobos. Arson is what we call themselves, archers. I hear it told the elementals have asked you to deliver a message to Vi. It seems they have entrusted you with the task of saving her. Had you come this far, I will not tell you what we know. But I require you to speak none and beyond these halls, understood? We discovered who it was that brought down the hedge. We failed to capture the perpetrator, but we know now that our suspicions were correct. The man is born, but was exiled from Gridania years ago. Suffice to say, he heard it in the past and brought the green wrath before it. To this day, the Woodson continues to grow and fester, and with it, the elementals desire to bring about his end. Truly, I have rarely seen them so wroth. And yet, he will not relent. Dustin is his name, and it is his sister Vi he seeks. No doubt he means only to help her. The men tell me that you have already made the acquaintance of Vi. This is why I have summoned you. We need your strength, Slurp. For Vi's sake and for Dustin's, if you would seek anything queer in the Fallswood, make it known at once. Okay, we got a link pearl message. It's saying that they do exist, right? Nothing but lies. I know for a fact I saw them. Oh no. Mione's going crazy. Okay, so I believe this is the end of this quest. I believe I have to go back. Yep. So we go back to the Adventurers Guild, which I've already set up the... Yeah, we'll just teleport there. Gotta wait till Mione loads in. Yep, so this is the end of this quest. Alright, Mione, what's going on? Someone will call you unlucky for the lot you have drawn here. Dustin knows more of the Twellswood than most. An adventurer newly come to the forest is not likely to catch so much of a glimpse of him. Better off training at arms and wasting your time searching. I hear the archers sometimes take on recruits for their ranging. It might be worth looking into. Come and see me once you're able to walk the wood on your own. Until then, Slurp. completed the second scenario quest of Gridania. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more FF14 videos. And then in the next video, we're going to do the Beckons of the Elementals, which I believe is the last quest in the Gridania storyline. So, as always, I will see you in the next video, Warriors of Light.